Good morning and happy Thursday. But we are not journaling with me today. We are planning with me today. We are jumping onto the happy planner side of my design work. And we are revisiting the Retro Sweet Treat Happy Planner sticker set. And back in March, when I was doing the whole Retro Sweet Treat collection, one of the things we created was this. And when I revealed the sticker set, we sat for an hour and or about 48 minutes, and we played around with the possibilities of how to lay this sticker sheet out. And it's so much fun with all the treats and the sweetness. And it's really funny. This will air Thursday, right? And the next day, tomorrow, is Donut Day, National Donut Day, right? And I'm like, oh, I missed it by a week because there are donuts in here and there are goodies and cupcakes and all the fun things. But for us and my family, usually that first week of summer vacation, as you can see, we get to, the girls want to bake, the girls want to have all kinds of goodies. They just really want to sort of play around with things. And so I figured this week would be, I wonder what I do that has a teal on it, huh? I gotta find the other one. So we figured that this would be the week where, I have 2 weeks that are sort of up in the air. They have barely any school this week. So it was the week I'm filming this, the first week of June, technically. They have a couple classes here and there. There is a 8th grade graduation. They want to, goof around and play and all kinds of fun stuff, right? And so we definitely, I have my Alistair list of things that need to get done for 2 weeks because I just know that I'm not gonna get everything I need to get done. And so into the second week, their first full week home, I am trying to debate on what I need and what we need to do, which is a little hard because I really don't know what I'm going to get done and how much time we're going to have. So I stuck with the vertical in this one, which is usually what happens when I don't know what's going on. And I have a long list, but I know I just need to sort of get through it. I end up sort of doing vertical. I end up doing like to-do lists and things to fill in so I can keep track of my week and how I've done. Going, okay, yeah, I got this done, or I got that done. Okay, I'm doing all right. Just trying to keep track of my ordeal. Sorry. So, I wanted to show off and use my Retro Sweet Treat stickers. And if you want more ideas, if you want more information, I will link at the end of the video. You can go back and do the reveal for this sticker kit, and we did like 3 different layouts with this vertical to give you ideas. And I even rewatched my video just so that you guys could see, or I rewatched the video so I could see what I liked, what I didn't like, what parts worked for me. And I'm still debating on all that too. So I sort of started the layout process to see what would and wouldn't work for me. I know there's going to be a lot going on both Monday and Tuesday because usually those are the days I have to get my butt into gear. I'm going to overlay it. I'm going to overlay it that way. So I know I need to mark things up. It could just be little things. It could be filming something. It could be, oh, I got this done today, and that's upside down. There are little circles in there. So, and we know that we're starting, I'm starting a new collaboration project with Vintage Paper Girl. So I know we need to go work on that. The girls want to go hang out with their grandmother. We want to do some work with her. They want to have the kids help us with this collaboration project. And so, I need to keep room to write in. I prefer to write in boxes, I think, on my happy planners, preferably. So I want to have at least one box. Doesn't mean I won't write in the blank spots. I might even go back in and try to add something in there if it's what I need to do on occasion. Because I'm like, hey, that really needs, I want a better to-do box or something. Now, these are all on sticker paper so that we can very easily peel off the backs and then just layer them up as I see fit. I like blocking out my weekends, but I do want the word weekend somewhere. Normally, when it comes to these, I have my weekends as sort of a small section and leave myself a lot of note space. But because I do have an Alistair to-do list, I really don't need to have a big old note sheet. So this is going back and forth for me from the week I'm in to the next week. And so I don't need to do a massive like note section. I do have it for the weekend. In the weekend area, and that doesn't mean and usually I just put the weekend and I may have a list of things that we need, or if I have to get things done, I may lead into my weekend with this one. We'll see. So on the bottom, I have a lot of washi strips, and I'm going to cut these sort of in half, and they're going to overlay into the area so I can have some layering going on down here. I'm not sure where else. Now I have a huge space up here, and I just realized that. I don't know if I want to do, maybe we'll do cookies, and I'm trying to figure out how to sort of decorate up here to get things going, and sort of hide the fact I said notes. Like I said, I'm not big on notes. I mean, I do notes all the time. That looks really blah. It's like a lot of pink up there. So you guys do get to see me roam around a little bit here and figure out what I want to do. Maybe it's all goodies up here since, you know, the summer sometimes leads into a lot of goodies. Which has not been much different during the summer than it has been during the week. We are very much, it seems like 2 open spots. No, but I don't want that. So I am pulling out all my stuff, trying to figure out which ones I want that I feel like are different. But then that leads to that one. Isn't that funny? We start using things and then we're like, oh, that matches that. Nope, nope, that matches that. Nope, that's too much like that. This is hilarious. This might be upside down, but that's going to be okay. And it's funny. We do design these things and then we go to use them. We go, that didn't pan out the way I wanted it to. That is on that side, and that has that direction. So, all right. And the hard part is because I'm not doing this on a wax paper where I can actually sort of stick them down and stick them down and know for sure like where they are. They move around a little bit on me. Yeah, it's okay. You could, but with the label papers, even on the wax, they can be pretty, like they won't re-stick later. Even off the wax, they get a little temperamental. So I try not to do these guys on the wax paper too much. If I can help it, I leave them cut out until the last possible moment, and then I will stick them down, hoping that all goes well. So driving me crazy is totally good. You bake me crazy because before I know it, these kids are going to definitely head me in that direction. With absolutely no school left over and all they want to do is watch TV, play Pharaoh, and Minecraft, it's going to be like, no, go outside. You need to do something else. And it's hard for them because they see me on the computer and they don't understand why they can't be on the computer. And it's like, well, I'm doing work, guys. I'm designing. I'm creating money. Okay, so we did a little bit of cluster down here because I don't know what to do with this right now. I figured it'd be sort of cute to have all these sweet treats and these moments down here. And I wonder if I do have sayings. Don't ever let me go, but I have a smaller one, so that might fit better. And my baggie of goodies over here that I was using. So if you feel lost in this transition, definitely go back and go over my reveal of this sweet treat Happy Planner kit. And there should be a couple different sweet treat reveals. There are a lot more fussy cut pages that if you really love this kit and you want to make it like maybe you do something that's themed for a month, I definitely have 7 more pages of fussy cut type imagery that you guys can, hold on one second, I'm cutting off camera, that would allow you guys to put it on a clear sticker sheet or white, paper sticker sheet and have a lot of options. My only downside right now is that I did not print any of these on clear, but with all the lines and stuff, I think it's great because I don't have to white anything out right now. So I'm like, okay with that. So I sort of like this, Donut Ever Let Me Go, which is right there on sort of a Friday, which works for me. Fridays are good days, so yes, we will definitely tomorrow go get our donuts. And for us, as this being Thursday, the 3rd of June, almost said January, isn't that funny? Our official summer vacation starts on Friday, the 4th. And so it's sort of fitting that it's National Donut Day. So I will probably go get up and I'll go try to get donuts. So try to entice the kids to get out of bed. At least my oldest. She's about to be a freshman. And she hit the hormones. She hit the junior high whatever, and it's sleep. All she ever wants to do is sleep. Oh, I can't wait till she gets out of this phase. I used to do it too. I would hit the weekends, and my mom would let me sleep till 11 or 12 on Saturdays. Sunday we had to get to go to church, so that was not an option. But not till we were much older, and then it was by choice. But I relished sleeping in on Saturdays. I did not need cartoons. My brother was like, "Oh, I don't care. I want my cartoons." He slept in a little bit later when he had football. He would then, because that would be the only day he didn't have to be up at like 5 a.m. So he would then sort of like maybe cruise in a little bit. But he was always sort of a morning person, and I have never been a morning person. So my daughter's definitely taking that to heart, and she's like, "Nope, I'm good. I can sleep." And I'm like, "No, you got to get up. You need to do things." She's like, "No, I don't." So last couple weeks, past 6 weeks, school doesn't start till 12:30 for her because of the distance learning, and it's sort of been a blessing because she's like, "Sweet, I can sleep," but then she doesn't get up till like 12, and then goes to school, and then "Oh, well, I want to do this now." It's like, "No, you have chores. You have stuff to do still." So it's been very interesting. So I'm going to be stoked when she's back to high school. And she's actually going to have to be back up again in the morning, and she's dreading it. She's hoping that she gets like either midday or I don't know. She does better in the morning than in the afternoon for PE. But either way, it's high school, so like, great. Now you're, either sort of warm and sticky all day, or who knows. So maybe we'll be lucky and they'll change the we're like, it's the last thing she does on the day, and then she just can come straight home, or I don't know. All right, so I know I got a lot going on usually Monday and Tuesday, one way or another. I'm either sitting here designing things. We could be over at grandma's working on things. Tuesday into Wednesday, more things. We got another to-do list here for Thursday, another idea for Friday. And then really, if I needed to, the weekend doesn't have to be the weekend, since this is my business journal. I keep track of all of my work progress for my designs, like things like this. This may very well become a note thing. I may put the happy weekend up here from one of my Happy Planner sticker books, but this may be very much a note section. So, all right. So this is where we're heading, and I will try to, I guess, keep jibber-jabbering to you guys. I was debating on whether to, like, pause some information and then just get through it and talk over it. So you guys didn't have to see all this, but I'm still in that, what do I want to do mode. I feel like it's, like, too much. Like, I don't know if I need all of that. I feel like I need to do more than one of these somewhere. So maybe we'll just do it in sections, like little bits. This is committing. I don't want to commit. I'm almost regretting that I was going to write in here, because I think I was going to do a big old planner. If I didn't have my Alistair, I was going to use the big to-do list like thing here on this one, which really does sort of balance it out though. Oh, I don't know. I wanted to put some of, I try to mention the kids' work, like things that are going on are still sort of mentioned in my business journal because they are still important. See, when we did this in March, I had this up here. I put one of these guys up here even to sort of show. And then we clustered stuff down here to blend it into the bottom of it. We sort of made it all work together, right? And I still really want to do that. I know I wrote it begins, but I also put summer begins in the beginning of my other this first week of June actually has, summer vacation begins. And I'm thinking, like, I want to maybe cut this in half and do it on both ends with some strip in the middle behind each one. I'll do it that way. Oh, decisions. This is where, I try to get some of this undone, because I could be spending the next hour here for you guys, and just trying to make decisions. Just trying to make decisions. It's terrible. It does. I've gotten better at this, in general, where it doesn't take me so long, but when it's, I'm showing you guys, and I'm trying to debate, and I'm trying to show it off, and I don't know, ladies and gents. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm going to draw it. but I either need to put a good cluster of these guys within that. Maybe I do need that to-do list. I'm like debating, do I really need that to-do list? And I think I might still need it because who knows? I'm trying to see if I have any smaller flowers. I think all my itty bitty flowers are gone. I was debating on putting something up there where I could redo the June, maybe. Maybe not a half mass, so I can sort of see that, but not the cut it off and then put the word June in there. I know I have some June hanging out here somewhere. Oh, I had a solid June. I don't know where it went. Oh, I know where it went. So I have these guys, where I could do more handwritten to match that. So maybe I'll do that. Okay. I don't know, ladies and gents. What do we think? I think we're pretty much there. I think this is where it's not a lot of trimming and layering and just placing things down and decorating it with the, extra happy planner stickers that I have to help fill things out, whether it's important to do more writing, right? More of the today to do necessity. I like these down here. But I think we're going to go, well, they're the same length. At least they're supposed to be the same length, but wow, they sure don't look it when you have all this stuff over here, huh? Well, they're the same length. It's just because there's nothing here. Now, if I wanted that to be a little less, like, obvious, like we have over here where we have something that drops down, I can definitely cluster these guys up to where we get the line working for, in our favor. I can bring this down to where we cover the line a little bit and we do that. There's still plenty more pages of this thing. This kit is quite a few deep. There are so many more of these where I have so much fun I have long ones. These are great for the mini dashboards. These fill in that bottom corner nicely for options. And there was another tall one. If I wanted it to be that a little bit more open. I definitely have a little bit of everything in here. More circles, more mini washi moments. These are great for headers. If I wanted to still cut them up and make, put headers in places, I may still do that. Another belly band. Well, I call it so used to belly bands, but the washi tape, a thick one, if you wanted to cut it into strips and really layer it out somewhere. So there's a lot in this kit. For a plant sticker kit, I really shoved a lot into the pages. There's another large one. If I wanted a cluster, if I decided I wanted to do 2 big clusters instead, I could have done it that way. I'm afraid I almost want to. I'm like, nope, don't cluster it. Because I really don't know what I'm doing. Oh gosh, that's the other thing. Do I cluster and just write a list of everything I got done that day and cluster all the way around on both sides? No, I like what I do. I do like sort of keeping a weekly, not weekly, a daily run of what I got going. And the other words, and there's more in here. I mean, I keep going. There is not, I'm not missing out on anything, that is for sure. I didn't know if I needed a bigger one. If I wanted to keep going with it, I could go into that corner there. I feel like maybe my flowers will go up here. Maybe we're gonna cluster the flowers up here. I do need to find the word weekend. I think I do sort of like to indicate that. I don't know if, I have my latte wording too. I had cut up from last time when we were love you a latte. Find the other half of that. Oh, a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. Oh, there it is, maybe. Yeah, I did a lot of tweaking and trimming when we were working on this last time. I like you a latte, which, maybe we don't do weekend. I do like weekends, but it doesn't mean we have to. I'll trim that up a little bit more, maybe, and I don't mind that it overlaps the. I'll get rid of some of the harsh. Well, maybe not. Maybe we'll cut those in there just right. This is the hard part. This is where trying to layer things is. There we go. I like your latte. That's super cute. For that corner. It's definitely heavy. I normally don't do this much, or don't feel like I do this much. But why not? I know someone had a challenge the other week where it was fill it up. It was a fill it up challenge with no space left over or no space left unturned, and they had to fill every square had to have something in it. Even if it was open with a to-do list, it still had to have sort of something in it. And I thought that was sort of cool, and I give people such props for that because I sometimes have the hardest time doing that. I want just enough space and I want just enough empty. I want just enough decor and just enough empty, if that makes any sense. So, all right, ladies and gents, I may actually go quiet for a moment, and I'm going to work on this, but I will so I can speed it up a little bit and get all this fussy bussy stuff done. And then I'll come back to you guys and, I'll talk to you guys, of course, about what I'm doing on. I will talk over it, but I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty here and get this put together. See if I can get it put together and not change my mind. That's my worry. I'm so afraid if I wait too long, I'm going to go, well, what about this? But thank you for joining me on this Plan With Me day. Instead of journal with me, it's plan with me, but it is the journal kit of sweet treats, retro sweet treats that I did create sticker sheets for. These are great for ephemera for a journal, and these are great when put on sticker sheets for a vertical dashboard or horizontal classic size happy planner and other planner books. So with everything sort of fitting inside a standard classic happy planner, it does fit most standard planners. Also, there are a number of companies out there who have different layouts and stuff, and they will use very much the same sticker sets. So, all right, ladies and gents, thank you for joining me. This is Julian with Jewel Design. This is Plan With Me Day with Retro Sweet Treats, the first of the retro designs and journals. Journal with me this month. This June is my retro journal with me sort of themed ordeal. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and start committing and placing stuff down, and I hope you will continue to join me as everything I notice is coming unstuck. Oh no. Okay, I'll fix that later. I had to glue 2 pieces of pages together. It's a little off here because I use the Happy Planner notes. I had to glue an old June paper into the planner, a little Frankensteining here, and get this to work out the way I want. So, all right, ladies and gents, here we go, and hopefully we will talk on the other end. Okay, so I definitely have to do a little tweaking off camera. I sort of got that whole note section sort of nailed down. Got my June in place, got the gingham checkered strips on the bottom put in place. Because I had to stop. We had, it's been a family weekend, so I had to stop for a moment. I wasn't sure if I was getting back to it. But I did get a moment a little later in the afternoon, and I'm stoked because, woohoo, we'll get this done. But it also means that the light changed a little bit. So it's a little brighter, a little easier for you guys to see. But like I said, I'm definitely committing, trying to figure things out, deciding where things go. I don't change up too much from what we started, thankfully. I will try to keep my hair, out of the limelight the best I can. It is the downside of keeping the paper in your guys' view. I sometimes can't see what I'm doing. I'm so used to just, turning this thing upside down, right side up. And I am trying to sort of line it up with the lines and deciding what lines I want to keep. By doing this normally by hand, I normally don't have any lines. I pick and choose my pencil lines if I have any. So I was really debating on, what lines to keep and what shades to keep and things like that. I did grab my gel pen. It's a number 10 gel rolly pen. It's in white, and it's great to sort of white things out where you don't really want them. They do a nice job of lightly shadowing or at least dulling out the lines and the spaces that you don't want, which I use quite a bit through this whole thing. Because there's just some lines I really didn't want to keep. I like keeping a little bit. I like a little bit of that not gradient, but like a grid pattern sort of in the background. The other thing I realized that I have a problem putting things back where I want them, so I totally screw things up. And I realized that if I made a small pencil line on one edge of the sticker that was going to get covered, I could line things back up the way I wanted to. I never thought about that. I'm so used to using the wax paper that, I could do a little bit of tracing the shapes where I want to put them, like when we go to trace something for cutting. And so that became a lifesaver in the spread, sort of marking up where I wanted things. And so I knew when I picked it all up and put it back down, I wasn't going to miss my mark. Because you forget what you're doing. You remove it to put it back together, and you're like, what was I putting where? I still hem and haw a little bit at this, but, for the most part, I was able to stick with what I had, making it work. I think I made a few changes, like I said. Yeah, you do have to let it dry, though. The gel pen does stay a little wet, and if you put a sticker down too quickly and go to remove it, it'll take the white goo right with it. So you sort of have to commit. And yeah, I got my hands in it. I'll sometimes go back with my RTs and try to refix a line, but it's still a little thick and I don't draw a straight line without a ruler, and even then that's questionable. It was the fun part when I was designing these. When I put it on the page for your fussy cuts, you bake me crazy with that pie, or that cake slice was always like together. I don't know why. I like the swirly cherry top and the word crazy and how it's sort of cursive-y. I liked it with above the cherry. And for some reason, I'm trying to pick out a pink for later. I'm debating on if I'm going to do any kind of checklist highlighted. Yeah, I kept debating if I was going to stick to all color across the top as like a border on the days I didn't have anything. Didn't have a square or didn't have a rectangle or a header. Though I did have some problems. I thought, nothing is cut evenly. I thought everything was the same width or length, and this one came up short for some reason. I debated constantly. But I didn't like the gap, and I could not move this one. This one I couldn't move, and I didn't want to take a chance. This one I could pick up. For some reason, I could pick this one up, like, forever. It's so weird, because sometimes the sticker paper won't allow me to do anything. Like, once it's down, it's down. But I did have a number of places this time. I think because it was a while ago that I printed these, that maybe the sticky wasn't as sticky. If that makes sense. But I figured I could put it over here and I could blend it into the flowers and no one would know it come up short. So, put the flowers, no one will know. There we go. Because, yeah, that little one got just barely trimmed short. And, yeah, did not fit across the way I wanted to. All in all, this really did come out a really pretty spread. I was really happy with it. Like I said, I normally don't go this busy, even for a vertical. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun this week. There's going to be moments where that to-do list could be with the kids. Maybe I leave the boxes for the things that I have to get accomplished that week, or the things I do get accomplished this week. Or that week. Yeah, well, the upcoming week, I should say. This is only Thursday. I still have a few more days before next week. It's only Thursday. So, yeah, I don't know. Or I'm going to put my full I have to get done down that big old long list. And then I'm going to just do quick little notations of what I got done and what fun things we do. I definitely want to mark up, like, did we take a moment to bake cookies? Or what we did. As you can see, because I did glue 2 pages together, I was a little off. The note paper is actually a little smaller, and then I don't think I quite got them to stay together like I was hoping. So I've been doing a little trimming as we go along. So I've got the left side done, so I am moving things around a little bit, so I have a little bit easier access, and maybe my head will not be, haha, as I say that. My head won't be in the screen. At least my hair's all cute. I mean, it is all colored and cut and blow-dried. And blow-dried. It's not curls on top of my head today. Which is a 50-50 when I'm filming if my hair is all curly or not. So here we go again, trying to debate exactly where to line things up. And making sure that if I get it exactly balanced, I don't lose that balance later. But I love to get it exactly where I want it, and then I move stuff and I don't remember what I did with it. Now, even though my stickers are white paper, I didn't really want the black line in between the 2 lines of text. Like, I didn't want it to show up in between. I really wanted to clean it up. As you can see, I'm trying to still fix my numbers. I was trying to write over the pre-existing ones. Me and my lovely handwriting. Looks like a kid drew the numbers, but that's okay. It is. The kids are definitely a crucial part of this week, right? First week of vacation and all. I was hoping I could sort of stick those two together to help hide underneath the other one without having to, like, press down too much. At least the paper was being pretty forgiving, the sticker paper. I wasn't having to be like, pull it up and never put it back down again, and it wasn't like, put it down and never pull it up again. I was really lucky this time that this wasn't like, because it is mailing label paper. It is for labels. It is supposed to be like, stick down and never come up again. So I'm pretty lucky that it was being forgiving today. Now, I did reuse the flowers a lot. If I trimmed them off, I did fill in places because I realized I had sort of an interesting gap on that left corner that I didn't really want. I think I moved something and didn't realize it from when we started off. I think I moved the blue little cake petite thing. I didn't quite put it back the way I originally had it. So I do use the flowers to definitely fill things in. And yeah, I go back with my glitter glue. I keep trying with glue stick, and it's just not working. And I didn't want to put all these stickers down and have it, like, do anything weird on me. So if I glue it down now, then I won't have anything ripple on me later if I go to do the stickers and I had to fix the page again. For the most part, the sticker paper on the back side was being good, too. It wasn't, like, taking forever to remove the backings. I had this left over from the top corner, so I left there's like a little tab on the bottom. I'm not really sure what I'll put in. It could be a word, it could be, who knows what's going to go there, but I figured it was sort of fun to fill the space with a little tab to see what happens. Again, it's having those moments to write either a single word or gratitude or, you know, something. It could just be nothing, it could just be a tab of notes, or tab indicating the notes. There we go, the pencil for the win again. I sort of actually tabbed the inside of my hexagon, so I sort of knew where to line it up because I was like, here we go again. I could totally be like off. Do have some words to put down still. I think I'm going to put just two more words from, according to Allie, she has some great word sheets. And I will add those in at the end here. I do white out this whole box, most of this box, so that it definitely has a feel of just decoration at its own section, you know, of yummy goody treats that is not interrupted. I didn't feel like leaving the lines there since we aren't writing in here. It's not something where there's possible to-dos or excitement. I figured I could get away with, you know, making it a huge section of decorative. I almost threw away the wrong sticker. That was funny. Had to second guess that. And then it was the layering part. This is where I normally do all this on a wax piece of paper with Happy Planner stickers, which are, you know, pretty forgiving for the most part. And I really was struggling to figure out how I wanted to do this. I thought I had it down pat until I put it down. And then it was like, well, wait a minute. Is that really what I want? Who's going behind what? Where do I want to put it? Is that still what I really want? And making sure that it felt like it was all one piece and there really wasn't too much white behind any one spot. So things weren't floating too much. I do look to see if I had anything else, but they were pretty big. And I wasn't sure if that's what I wanted to spend the time doing, was finding more pieces. I figured I could make this work. I just needed to wait a moment and see it. See the vision. Or just commit to it and go, you know what, there's nothing wrong with a little imperfection. I do figure it out, though. I do get it. I think it was the bottom of the blue thing, too, that was sort of weirding me out. I had a couple things I realized I just had to do some trim up. I had to make it a little cleaner, work it out just a little bit more square on that, and that made a huge difference. And I had to clean up the pour. I just cutted it, but like not far enough away, so I really went in there and did a fussy cut and really cut it really clean. And that helped. I think just not seeing the white anywhere, if I could help it. Then the rest of it didn't go so badly once I figured out what I was doing. And remembering which ones I wanted on top and which ones I wanted on the bottom. Here's it again. Pencil for the win. But really, we are definitely getting it down to what we needed and getting it balanced out. I also made that so I can remember which thing went there. Was it a small flower or one of the larger flowers on top? Because I just kept rearranging things, kept turning things around, which is wonderful. These flowers do allow both directions. I feel like it can be upside down or sideways or whatever, and I was going to be totally happy with it. So cleaning up anything black that I could see. Sorry if it's a little wiggly. We did realize that if we want to keep this bright and easier for you guys to see and more up close, I have to take off that wiggle feature. It's not too bad. I don't feel like it's super shaky. I'm struggling with my, there we go, my donut Ever Let Me Go, keeping it to that Friday feel. Donuts on Friday are always best, right? At least I feel so. I feel they are. Maybe. So I was trying to debate where to put that last little bit of floral. Nope, didn't like that. Didn't want it over there. I debated on it, but then I was like, well, maybe not. Again, weird white spaces that for some reason were irritating me. So I put them over here. I was like, nope, don't like that. It's funny. I definitely hem and haw a lot. I think that's the artist in me, the graphic artist in me, that you have to look at it and not cringe anywhere. Any little moment where you're like, why does that catch my attention and not in a good way? You definitely, want to fix. Okay, so we are almost there. I am down to, I have a lot of pieces left over, as you can see. This kit, like I said, is definitely stoked full of things. Now, I tried a couple times to put these sprinkles down in other places, both in the last reveal and in this one. I started out with these as options, and I did decide that the gray boxes weren't necessary, and they were sort of an odd place, and I didn't feel a need for them. And so I figured the sprinkles would be a great way to keep sort of the division of areas, because I didn't really want to white all that out. It didn't white out very well in other places. So I thought maybe then I'll just cover them. Let's see if I can cover them up. It's something light. It's not super annoyingly bright. And with the sprinkles, it was just a little something. So sorry, guys. And it gave, instead of doing the gray, there's a reason for it there, right? There was a reason for something to be there, but it was light and airy and not super overpowering in any way. Here we go again. I'm like going, oh, will you work with me? And it did. I was very lucky. It came up so I could get it stuck underneath. A little bit, yeah, there's, both sides of that. Couldn't have perfection there, but I'm using a little X-Acto knife, tiny little X-Acto knife to sort of crevice out what I don't need of the sticker. So the only gray I leave is below, or right above the donut Ever Let Me Go, because that is that is a dividing line between the decorative on the bottom and the top of my notes section in, for the daily. So I definitely like that a lot better with the sprinkles. Oh my goodness. That's, for some reason, a mouthful. I am trying to debate on what color to use. I decided I do want a couple, like, not hashtag, highlighted squares. sort of as check marks, whether it's just mentioning something that happened, whether it's something I got done. Maybe those, again, are more of the me and the kids did this today type thing. Sort of making this both a business and a memory week. Every so often they do creep into my business planners. I'm trying to go for pink, but I'm not liking any one color. And I thought, well, you know what? I don't have a lot of green. I have very few pieces of green in here. So let's see if I can bring more green in. I do find the color. It takes me like 4 or 5 tries. I'm like, oh, come on. Not the blue. And there it is. I'm trying to pick up that really pale sagey color. But here's what I realized. I need to... That was so bad. I am so sorry, guys. So sorry. The planner I needed was, of course, tucked away where everything is. And that's why my screen moved. I was trying to figure out why my screen was, like, really off when I was at the end of this video editing it. And I was like, why did it bump up so much? I forgot. I definitely smacked into it. But I'm using a template from Happy Planner, a checklist template, so I can get my squares somewhat. Because these aren't highlighters. These are just Arteza pens. And so they don't have, like, a flat edge to them to do a highlighter sort of like square swipe. So I definitely, want to use my little template there. All right. Well, ladies and gents, we are down to the last of it. We have 2 words to add. Thank you for watching and sticking it out with me with this Plan With Me week, retro starting of June. And hopefully your summer vacation, if one exists, starts off beautifully next week. That you had a great Memorial Day weekend earlier. And that you continue to watch through reveals and journal with me's, which will be the next couple weeks. We have so many things coming up, graphics and kits and so much more. So please keep chiming in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following. Found me by mistake. I hope you'll continue to watch. If you've been watching me, thank you so much. Hope you'll continue to like and comment so that we can keep chatting. So I know exactly what you guys like and how you're doing. And we will definitely see you next week with a number of videos. 1 for sure, possibly 2. I never know. Depends how quickly I work in the next 2 weeks. So hang in there. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Have a great second week of June as you after you watch this and plan your week. And I'll just talk to you guys next week. Have a great day. Bye-bye.